All right, you're welcome to Let's Be Real, a segment where our focal point is on family, love, and relationships, and we take a particular situation and just piece by piece, we begin to unravel situations that the person who sent us that message is in grave need of answers. Or let's be real, it is as real as it gets. We do not paint anything black, we do not paint it white, we just play it as it seems. It's a roundtable conversation. Everyone is seated here, and as a family, we come together to have a conversation that bothers one of our own without any form of judgment right here. And of course, of our family members, happy new week, happy new week. This is a new week, and of course, you might still just be getting into the new week and the hecticness of the new week, but you are absolutely welcome to Let's Be Real. It is 4 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock, and it is time for that conversation that needs to be had. And of course, let's be real today. A lady who is bold enough to send us what she's going through is saying, look, I am finding it hard to pick one. I'm finding it hard to decipher which person is my man, which person is my husband. Both of them are ready for marriage, but I don't know. They both have their individual differences. But we're not going to focus on the story today. We are going to take that story, and then it's going to be like a two-part conversation today and tomorrow. So we're not going to just deal on everything today. We're just going to take it one step at a time and talk about some things that are very relatable to our society. What is actually going on, what we know that it is actually happening, even though some of us are acting as if it doesn't happen. It does happen. It happens, and all that conversation will be had today. No pretenses whatsoever. So the number to call is 07056 900 07056 900 That is the same number that you can use for WhatsApp, to send a WhatsApp message, and to also send a WhatsApp message, and also to send a WhatsApp voice note. You can also call on WhatsApp, and yes, 07056 900 Another number to call is 08025027711. Now, like I said earlier, this story, we're not just going to dwell on it, but we're going to dwell on some conversations surrounding a story like this, because we know that people are going through issues related to this, and they do not even understand that this thing is potentially a major red flag. Do not forget that we're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, so feel free at Super FM Lagos, join us live right there so that you can see me in the studio and see what I look like. So you can also drop your comments there, and we'll be reading those comments off of Facebook and YouTube. Now this person says, hello Chichi, how you doing? Please, no vex my people, this is a long message, but I want you to read it completely and advise me as you would for your sister. I am writing to seek the opinion of your listeners on my dilemma, as presently I am not sure how people who are torn between two men choose correctly. I'm currently doing my NYSC. I just turned 26 years old. I'm a remote tutor, and my job pays well. I have two men in my life whose sole intention is to get married to me. The first is 29, going on 30. I've just known him for 11 months. Very communicative, very attentive, plans dates, tries to surprise me. One time he got me gadgets for work. He gives me tips on how to better my career. He gives me good advice all the time. Wants us to build wealth together, but complains a lot about things first before seeking out how to solve his issues. He has quite an amount of money issues and is always quick to ask me for financial assistance every other time. And I've never asked him for any help financially, although whatever I give him, he pays back and adds a little extra. One time we had an argument and he physically abused me. He keeps apologizing for losing control till date. Due to this issue, we went 1 month without communication. He found his way back to me. At one time, I went through his phone and found out that he has been talking to a lot of other ladies during our time apart. He asked a few for financial assistance. He asked a few for sex. He's neighbor inclusive. And all he said was, you know how much I hate being alone. I needed to talk to someone, and you weren't there. And you know how much I want to get married before 30. My mom doesn't even like him at all, even though she has never met him. The second guy is 27 going on 28. I've known him since university, over 5 years now, and he just finished his youth service. He landed a managerial position in one of the most notable food companies in Nigeria. He is responsible and provides the best way he can. Barely makes plan about the future, doesn't add to the betterment of my career, and isn't as expressive as the first guy. He's not as experienced either. He's not as communicative as the first. He bets too much. He shows me care in any way possible, and he has never put his hands on me no matter how annoying I get. He never asked me for financial assistance except on 2 occasions where things were really tough and he paid back with interest. My mom likes him so much and feels he's my best bet in terms of a life partner. I am so confused. It's indeed a long read, my dear. It's actually a long read. But then, there are so many things I want to have. I think that, like I said earlier, we're going to split this into 2 parts, okay? Today, we are going to focus on guy 1, the first guy, and the girl. And then, tomorrow, we'll focus on the second guy and the girl. There are so many things going on with this first guy because she's asking us to pick one, Abby. Good. There's so many things going on with the first guy. And with that, I just want to talk about the fact that, do you notice some form of emotional manipulation in this thing? Is he a kind person? Absolutely. It appears as if he is because he's quite invested in her career. He's quite invested in growing wealth with her. But then, you were physically abusive. You were apologizing. Yes, I'm sorry. You took a month apart. And in that 1 month apart, you have begged other women for money. You have begged other women. You've begged some for money. You've begged one for coitus. Because, and your reason is the fact that you cannot seem to stay alone. You don't know how to be alone. And then you for some reason, you are suddenly the victim in this. Do you sense a form of emotional manipulation in this? Secondly, physical abuse in romantic relationships. It almost appears as if someone might say that there might be some minimalization of physical abuse, minimalization of physical violence because the partner is saying sorry. If you notice in her message, she said, oh, he physically abused me once and he has been apologizing since then. So even though she broke off from him at that point, he kept saying sorry and they found their way back to each other. So, and then let's not forget about the fact that he's a borrower. He's not financially stable. A man 29 going on 30. And he's saying that he wants to settle down at 30. Yet, in the period that you have not borrowed money from your supposed girlfriend, you have found a way to ask money from your neighbors, from other girls. Does that not show some form of financial irresponsibility and financial, you are like a parasite financially in that relationship? So there's so many questions to this. Do you think that she actually overlooked this violence in the relationship? Number one. Do you think she overlooked the violence in this relationship because she seemed to find care in other ways? She seemed to see that, okay, he's actually making up in other ways. So even though he has, abused me, he's apologizing and he's actually very invested, quote unquote, in my future. Hello?
Hello, Chichi.
Hi. Good evening, Mama.
Chichi, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How was your day?
My day was okay.
Yeah. So, Chichi, this guy,
Mm-hmm.
everything is wrong with this guy.
The first guy?
Yes.
Right.
You've actually listed everything. You've listed everything yourself. This one, that's just this guy. This one is, in fact, is strong as in the red is more redder than blood. I mean, how would I even put it?
It's a red flag. I hope you're okay.
I just have a little cough. I'm fine.
Oh, sorry about that.
Thank you. This guy is a no-no for me. As in a no-no. A no-no-no.
Oh.
Just look at all things. Just look at everything. For one.
But then, there are so many. Maybe would you assume that the girl in question might actually be the problem, because maybe if you're saying that the guy is a red,
Where is she? You just finished NY. What has she done for herself? Where is she going to? What has she done for herself? The guy that borrows from you, okay, maybe because she's earning just little money from NYC, before she now decides that, okay, I want to be with this person. But this,
call me back.
okay.
There's so many questions I want to ask. Someone is 26 years old. Are you saying that she should not pay attention to anything relationship till she's done with NYSC? I mean, I want to understand, because I had this conversation earlier, and it almost seems as if now 25, 26 is that nothing concern you and man for now. Do you think that 25, 26 is not even a good time at all for you to start even considering anything like relationship? I know that the world is changing. Nowadays, they keep saying that the best time for you to start considering a relationship is when you're financially stable, you're at a certain level of your career, and then for age-wise, especially with these internet kids, maybe from 28, 29, you need to start considering settling down. But when will you now start dating? When would you start dating? Is it not from that kind 24, 20? I don't know. Let's go on a break and we'll come back.
Lagos, are you ready for an unforgettable night of laughter? It's Ajepa Unleashed 12.
immediately. So I know, like the question that I asked earlier, you said something about, oh, she's just doing an NYSC. Some people did for a year, some people did for 2 years.
Of course. If she says 2 years is not, 26 years is not too young.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But she has not gotten the right person.
So,
the way
is there any girl at a certain age?
You said what?
I want to know if normal at a certain age, especially when you were 24, 25, there will definitely be like 1 or 2, 3 guys that will come for marriage, and you will have to ask the valid questions.
No,
right?
She see now,
Okay.
The 2 guys, you said we should not talk about the second guy. That's why I don't really want to go into the second guy.
The first one, right?
Now, okay, if this is the kind of person she has at 26, let's even assume there is no second guy. That this is the kind of person she has at 26. It's not better for her just to leave this particular guy and focus on herself and see if somebody better will come. That is what I'm trying to say. Because then if she's looking at it, okay, at this 26, oh, my NOS, maybe my mates are getting married, some are coming out and just getting married immediately. Let me hold on to this guy so that I will not lose this one. So that I will just go and get married to this one and settle down. She's settling for less. Who will hit you and come and I'm sorry? What kind of
So you're saying that with the way she wrote the message, she appears desperate?
She did what?
Are you saying that with the way she wrote the message, it appears she's desperate?
That is why she's putting this out. Because,
Mama May, but you know that at some point there will be a guy that you will date. You will look at it that this thing be like saying, no, he's not looking good. But let me throw it out to see if it's going to make sense.
Chichi.
Yes.
In this time, it is before. Chichi, is before. Now, women know what they want.
Okay, talking about this physical abuse, right? She said the guy hit her, and after the guy hit her, he apologized and he kept apologizing, and she took a break from him, but then he kept apologizing and then they circled back together. Do you think that genuinely there are some people out there that it actually happens to them, where this person must have abused them once or twice, but because they make up in other things and they're always very apologetic, they find their way back to each other? Do you think genuinely that happens?
I don't know, but me, Chichi, left for me. The man that not in a relationship, I'm not married to you. If you slap me once, that is the end.
That is the end.
Chichi, me, I don't know about any other person. In a relationship, I'm dating you. If you slap me once, Chichi, that is the end for me.
Wow.
I'm telling you the fact. I don't know about any other person, but if you slap me once, just once, your hand hits my face, or you just punch, Chichi, that is the end for me. I will not take it. And you, that day you slap me, I will make sure you know you slap me, but you too, something will happen to you that day, and that is the end. I can't take it from anybody that will hit me. I can't, even my children, I can't take it. Like, why will you hit me? For what reason?
So there's no remorse in that.
I won't do anything that will make you want to hit me. So for that reason, if you lay your hands on me, I'm dating you, lay your hands on me, Chichi, that is the end. I won't take it from anybody.
Okay.
So that is it for me.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. With the story that this girl with the story of this girl that I have, given out right now, do you think that it's possible that she's not focused on the right things? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Hey, finally Mama May will rest and I will rest. Everybody will rest. Fancy, where have you been?
I've been very sick.
You've been very sick?
Yeah.
The devil is a liar.
Honestly, the last time we spoke, I told you that.
Yes, you said you were not feeling too great, and I told Mama May that you mentioned it, and I'm hoping that you're better.
I landed in the hospital.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry about that, Fancy. How are you feeling now?
I'm good now. Ready to fly.
Ready to fly?
Honestly.
I'm ready to follow the High Value Men Association.
Honestly.
Did you listen to the story?
Yeah, I listened to the story.
So we are focused on the first guy now. Today is for the first guy, right?
Yeah, and also appreciate all the law, the prayers and everything.
Thank you so much. And we are glad for safe heads.
Amen.
Yes, so.
Yeah, I listened to the story. But from the story you read and I heard, I think sometimes we are the problem of ourselves, thinking that maybe the other person is the problem. Because you, as a right thinking person, someone did something to you. Instead of you to look at the wrong the person did, the person is manipulating you, making you feel as if you are the problem, and you are justifying the reason why that person is doing that thing to you. You understand? Now you're in a relationship. The person hits you. The person abuses you emotionally, one way or the other. Instead of you to look at it from that angle, the person is now telling you that it is because of what you did that made me did this to you. You understand? What would that thing be? Okay, now you guys have issues. Instead of the person to wait for you, he started chatting other people, friends, neighbors, and everything, saying that he can't stay alone. And the person is proclaiming love to you. And instead of you to see this as a red flag, you are trying to come to terms with what the person is trying to do to you and say, okay, well, maybe I'm really the problem. What do you as a person want? What do you wish for yourself? How do you see yourself in a marriage? You want a marriage that you will endure forever, or you want to enjoy? You want a person that will be your friend. You want a person that will be there for you anytime you are down. You want a person that anytime you want to lean on, the person will be right there waiting for you to lean on the person.
Okay.
Or is it the kind of person that will manipulate you, do all kind of things to you, borrow money from you, and make you feel less of yourself?
So, talking about borrowing money, do you think a man who borrows money from his girlfriend is a red flag?
It depends.
Though she said he pays back. He pays back with interest. But during that 1 month apart, he was borrowing money from other people, from other guests.
Why the red flag? Borrowing money from a girl on a regular basis is a red flag.
Okay.
What are you doing with one that you'll be borrowing money all the time? Yes, sometimes you might be financially down, you need assistance, and you can ask once or twice. But making it a hobby, what are you doing with your money? Why is your girlfriend? Okay, if you guys end up together, now how do you think guys tend to plan your financial life together? Are you the kind of person that will spend all your income before the month end and you start borrowing money from your wife? How will you stand? How will you take care of your children? So all those things should come to play. Yes, you can ask once, twice, or 3 times, but making it a hobby is very, very wrong, and that is a red flag. And someone hitting you and putting a blame on you that is because of what you did that I hit you is also a red flag. And someone saying I can't stay that long when we are having issue. I have to go and satisfy some of my sexual or your other things outside. It's also a red flag. So you should start looking towards this direction and see that this person is not the right person for you. That is why I say the girl right now is your problem, not the guy.
Oh, the girl is the problem.
Exactly, because he's not thinking straight, not seeing the right thing. You understand? What are you rushing for? Yes, you're just coming out of NYC. I think you say she's just graduating or finishing from her NYC.
Yeah.
Yes, you're not desperate. You know this is the right time for you to have a relationship. But why are you rushing it? You understand? There's a difference between getting something and rushing that thing. Take your time. You're still young. Men are outside there. Likewise, women are outside there. So there's a man for every woman and there's a woman for every man. So don't rush things so that you not regret in life.
But talking about rush, talking about rush. Yes, she's just finishing her NYC, but she's 26. Do you think at 26 she should not be paying attention or should not be looking at dating? Or dating that will lead to marriage, even though we know that you've already criticized this one, right? Do you think at 26 she should not even be paying attention now? She should just be focused on her career and leave anything relationship for now.
See, everybody knows what they want. Everybody set a goal for themselves and when they want to settle down. You understand? If it is your agenda, if it's kind of person that said, okay, at this social time I want to get married, then start working towards it. And when you are getting into a relationship, you pay every attention to that relationship. Read in between lines. I know the kind of person you are getting into. So you can say, okay, I want to be 30 before I start thinking about it. That is their kind of person. So if you say, I want to be 25 and start thinking about a marriage, that is their kind of person. It depends on the kind of person you are. If you know what you want go for it and set goals for yourself. That is just it.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Fancy, for being a part of the program. And we thank God for your health. Thank God that everything is going well. And we'd love to keep hearing from you. Well, the number to call is 07056900927. Hello?
Hello, Chichi. What's up?
I'm fine, thank you. Good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. I missed you on Friday.
You missed me on Friday.
Yeah, I missed you for the weekend anyway.
You missed me for the weekend. I was here on Friday. I didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, you were here on Friday, but yeah, like, those 2 days, it's been something.
Child.
Yeah, what is happening on Friday?
My dear, Benue State and every other thing. It is
yeah.
well.
So, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Mama May, good evening. Happy Father's Day to all the beautiful men out there.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to those men in Python. So basically, I did
What's your name, though?
My name. I hope you drank water.
I did. Not really, sure, but today it is well. I will drink.
Me and you and water. Don't worry. Mama, man, don't be jealous. You know us.
Okay, what is your name for the benefit of those
Henry.
listening? Henry,
Yeah.
welcome.
This evening again from in between.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you listen to the story?
So, I did, but
But we are focusing on the first one, and we're talking about we are pinpointing on different situations, different issues. First issue, we keep hearing that this girl is a problem because she's seen that the guy might just possibly be a red flag and she's not recognizing it. Do you think that the girl is a possible problem?
yes, I think I would say this matter has been concluded already by herself.
By herself?
She's just bringing it up to this point just to benefit of doubt. Oh, I throw this matter out there and people advise me. You know what I think? I think she is going with the guy that fits her. Those are the kind of girls. I think not in this country.
But do you think the young man in question, the first man in question, do you think there's a form of emotional manipulation where you would take a 1 month break for being physically abusive to your girlfriend, and then your reason is when you take a break and you're being with other guests that I don't know how to be alone. Do you think that's emotional manipulation at its peak?
At an extent point, I think in every angle, yes.
At an extent,
that
in every angle, yes. How do you mean?
In every angle, that guy is just there for the other room activities.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy has yes, nothing else, nothing more. Yeah, and
but if you look at her story, she said he's invested in her career. He gives her career advice. He has even gotten her gadgets for her work. You know, he's focused on building wealth with her. I tried to read out all the things that she said.
Teacher, you know, we men, some of us men, we know the game plan. You know, right? It's like a guy sacrificing his time, money, just to get down.
Okay.
You get my point? Yeah, there are men like that who, as far as telling the lady, tomorrow I'm coming, I'm paying your bride price.
Oh.
And there are some men that does the paying of the bride price, and at the end of the day, after 1 month, it's done. So he's so gay. She's playing to the gallery. It's all written. It's there now. And another thing, I think this girl is beautiful and well endowed, back and forth. So he is trying to keep the lady at rest. Yeah. So there's nothing deep. There's no deep emotion that passed between that guy. This very one and that guy. It's all playing to the game. You understand now, mommy? You know what I'm saying.
Okay.
So
then if we want to address the physical violence, you know, she said he apologized. Do you think that if okay?
Yes, it's all part of the game. Even another thing that even wows, like elevates the game more, like make it propel the game to be more intriguing, is her being a giver.
Her being a giver.
Point.
Oh,
You get that point. And she has a weak point whom the guy knows. So the guy massage the weak point and give her the ego. It's vice versa. And to be frank with you, that girl is madly in love with this guy more than the other. That's just it. There's not. So she's just. This thing is yes, for me, nobody is at the age of, once you are 25, 20, I think you should have if you want to have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, I think it's a good age. But for now, in my heart,
okay. All right.
what I will tell her is, I think she should focus on herself first, education, and what she can do.
She should focus.
I'll talk about the other guy tomorrow, but for this guy is, now.
No go area. No go area. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening as well. Hello.
Hello, Chichi.
Oh, hi, Mama May. Welcome back.
Thanks for your cable. Thank God
yes, sir.
Recovery. Nico, what did I hear that Henry said? That I should not be jealous. Is he of water? Him?
Nah, I can't with the both of you. No.
Harry is a handful, Lazin. A handful.
We have accepted him over here.
Kai, it is well. Chichi, I just remembered one story my sister-in-law told me.
Okay.
There's this her friend. She's a school owner, Chichi.
Mm-hmm.
A school owner. Met this guy. As in, just almost similar with this thing we are saying.
Okay.
This guy will hit her, beg her, collect money, I'll pay back. Sometimes he pays back. They eventually got married, Chichi.
Oh.
Chichi, everything in the house that they were staying was bought by her, by this lady.
Wow.
Chichi, I am telling you, as in, this guy ruined this lady. She had to sell the school. This guy ruined her, as in, shattered her, wrecked her. So what I'm saying, it is not every. You see all these guys with all some of, not you guys alone, as in these partners with all these red flags. It's better you run for your dear life. It is not a must. Sometimes they are even better off if no.
So you're saying once a man touches you, even if it's mistake that he used to just, he's going to do it again. I mean, Chichi, quote unquote mistake.
Chichi, quote on Guinea.
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote. Which quote? Miss what? Chichi, please don't say that too. You will not hit me and tell. It's true now. You will not hit me and tell me that it's a mistake. Because I know that I will not do anything. Now, I've seen men that, even with the ranting of their wife, they will just wear their shirts and leave the house. Chichi, I am married and I know how long I've been married. That was the day I had this problem. I said, because of my daughter, because of my husband. I said, you will work. You will work. You need to see, as in, it was in him. If not for, he would have, Chichi, he just left the house. So don't tell me that by mistake. You did things. But like I said, I will not do anything. No, I will not. Anger, we can be angry. But you see, if I can control myself, you can try and control yourself.
Absolutely.
Tell me that. Yes, try and control yourself. Don't tell me that about it. You women, everybody knows how we are. We will talk. Now mouth we get. So you've already known that. A woman will insult you, as in, it will look as if you should kill yourself. So why don't you try and control yourself? See, you are the man. You are the head of the family. That is, if you are married to the person. Some people, they find it easy. I mean, myself, the third one. When it was slap, I said, see, what? You will just die. We have to arrest that guy. We arrested him, Chichi. And that was how the whole thing ended. Because he will just be there, he will continue. Okay, just look at Pastor said something.
Okay. Yeah.
He will manipulate you. Then he will now make you feel as if you are the one that made him treat you the way he did. Who does that? Who does that, Chichi? You are sleeping with other women, borrowing money from other women. Why believe? See, don't even borrow money from me once. Don't borrow money from me once. Say what's happening. And they say you can't beg me for what? I'm not saying I know what I do in my home. I know what I am married to, and I know what I do.
All right.
You are
Thank
just dating and you are collecting money.
Thank you so much.
Really?
Thank you so much. Well, according to Mama May, financial irresponsibility and physical violence is a no-no. Okay, hello.
Hello, Chichi.
Hi, good evening. Hi, Greg. Hey, where are you people falling out from? Oh, I'm so happy. Greg, where did you go to? Where have you been?
I've not been around, but almost thank God.
We are so glad. We are so glad that you're back.
Chichi, what's the story?
Oh, goodness gracious.
See, this babe is very, very young.
So you're saying that 26. So you're saying 26 is very young.
Not very young. Like, I know what she's trying to do. It's like she's trying to build a relationship to know the person better right before entering the marriage. Yes, she's right. But then she has so many fishes in the river. She's not just. And then this guy that we want to talk about today, that guy is red banner. Forget all this. Who was that guy that called before Mama made
But how so? How bad of a red flag?
We guys, we know the game plan. That guy is playing a game. Once she does the mistake of getting married to this guy, the true colors will show. And just like the example Mama May gave, that's what she's going to do. The guy is trying to form. He cares. He does that one. Don't worry for the long run. Don't worry. We know the game plan. We guys, we know. Don't worry. She should not try it. She should not even try it. But the other guy, don't worry. Tomorrow is another day.
Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is another day. How? Like, wait. First of all, is this such a red flag for a guy to be?
No banner. Titi, no worry. We know. See, once you get into marriage, all these things this guy is doing for the long game. I can sacrifice what.
So a one-time physical violence should be a deal breaker.
A one-time physical what?
Violence. One time.
No, yeah, it depends on the situation and depends on the person.
In this context, in this particular context, is it a deal breaker?
It's not. I'm not teacher. I'm not the one to decide that. But let me just tell you why. Okay. This thing happened there. It's just the guy just they give a warning. Do you understand? He does like, hey, don't come on. But then. She should not settle down with this guy. She should not try it. Like the other guy said, she has stigmatized to that one says forget all the career pitch, no worry. Oh God. Let's laugh. Let's see Game Boy.
My goodness me. Okay.
Yeah, that caller said it now. You explain everything. I say yes. Because she's still young, yes. She should not try other people.
Okay.
She's still doing anyway.
All right.
She'll still get other people.
She'll still get other people. So, yeah.
Understand? She's 26, 27, 28, 20. Come on. She's not even yet 30.
Wait. Is it when you get to 30, you now start actively trying to date? I don't understand.
What's it called? The society of ours.
I know that now the society has moved the goalposts now that 30 years is no longer, that we no longer consider 30 years as an old maid, right? 30 years now we still okay. They will still say you are a young girl. But do you want to start dating at 30? Do you want to start dating at...
You try error now. She'll do trial and error now.
Okay, so this is a case of trial and error. This one is error.
This one is better error. She's not even trying. She enjoys why I laugh.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you
All
so much. I really appreciate you, Greg. It's so good for you to be back. Our old timers are coming back small, small. I'm very happy. Hello.
Hello, Chichi.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. This is Shola from Lekki.
Hi, Mr. Shala. Welcome.
How you doing now?
I'm fine, oh. Happy New Week, eh? Happy Father's Day as well. I know that you are still a small girl. You are still a small girl. But when should someone start dating for marriage? When should someone start asking valid questions in a relationship? Hello?
Hi, Shola.
Oh, okay. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was just looking at the whole scenario. Somebody mentioned earlier that this lady said she don't even conclude this matter before she bring her. Maybe she just they try seek her opinion because she's confused.
Yeah.
And I don't know reason why she's even confused. Number one, there are 3 red flags here. You understand?
Okay.
Number 1 red flag. A man will get ego, will get game, we know what thing they do. No go they borrow money from woman, especially a woman you are dating. You are not married to her. That's number 1. Number 2, you they beat the woman, right?
Yeah.
Number 3.
But if it's a one-time thing, would you still categorize that as a woman beater?
No, it's a woman beater. Forget it.
Oh wow.
Forget all those
Okay.
things. Any man that raises his hand against a woman, that man is not man enough.
Okay.
See, let me tell you. You see women, their weapon, just like my May said, weapon of a woman is her mouth. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And the only two way they can get is that. You understand? And as a real man, you need to understand that. In situations like this, what do women, what do they do? A woman is trying to provoke you, trying to get on your nerves. You understand? Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to listen to you that whether it's a mistake. You dare not beat my sister. Don't even try him. You dare not, because I will not be somebody's daughter. I will not be somebody's sister. God forbid. You understand?
Yeah.
The third red flag is this. Him now, because because they had issues for some weeks, he started talking to different women, not even one. That guy is a Casanova. He's a philanderer.
Hey, Casanova, philanderer.
He's a philanderer. That's the truth. See, I always tell people something that if you genuinely love somebody, I don't know how people think, but for me, to get on another woman's, like getting over my relationship, it's not an easy thing. Somebody you love, if you love that person, to get over that person is not an easy thing to do. For you to have issue with your partner because you guys are having issue, and the next day you start thinking of talking to another woman, that means the love was not even there in the first place. Do you understand? So this lady, she should just give herself brain. That guy is a gamer. The guy get gay. He knows what he's doing. So there's no, let us not to talk the whole thing and maybe this, that, no, forget it. That guy knows what he's doing.
Okay.
The guy is just a confused person. He knows what, he's not confused anyway.
But he wants to settle down before 30.
I beg you, all those ones will not today. Which settle down. You never know men. As a man, I'm telling you from a man's point, I'm telling you that there are men that will go to any length to keep a woman. They know they are not marrying her, but because they are not ready to do away with her at that point, they will do anything to keep her at that point. For reasons best known to them.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
For reasons best known to
For
them.
reasons best known to them. But you're a man. Can't you figure out maybe what may be the reason?
The reason they say, maybe the girls are big. You understand?
Oh.
Maybe on the other room, maybe she's good at it. You understand?
Okay.
That's one of the reasons. Most times, most Casanova, what do they do? He just to sleep with a woman and just, forget about her. When he's ready, he will do away with her. Let her just focus on her life. And the question you ask, that a woman at 25, 26, is it the right time for her to start? If you know what you are doing at that time, at that age, I think a lady who is mentally matured already, at that point should be thinking of settling down. At 25, you're no longer a kid. How old was my mother when she got married? Do you understand?
Yeah.
For a woman at 25, 26, you're a woman. You're no longer a girl. You're a woman at 25, 26. So at that age, except if for our own personal reasons she's not ready, because there are people, even at 29, mentally they just know they are not ready for marriage.
They know they're not ready. Yes.
Yeah, they know. Some women know that mentally, see, I'm not ready for this thing. They know. They tell themselves the truth, see, I'm not ready. I just still want to enjoy myself. At 30, 35,
right.
they start thinking of settling down and all that.
Okay.
You know?
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank
Thank you so much,
thank
Mr.
you.
Shola. Well, someone actually said that how you actually know a woman who is ready to settle down, a woman who is mature enough, is with her to start making solid decisions without seeking the opinion of others. But I may disagree with that because some people are actually indecisive. Hello.
Hello, Auntie Chi. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Yes, Mrs. Akaya.
Hi, Mrs. Akaya. All right, Mrs. Akaya.
What I see in this case, that guy is not a responsible man. Any responsible guy is not supposed to beat the lady. You understand me? And according to my son, now he's only to Kobo. And in the aspect of marriage for ladies, I would suggest 23, 24.
23, 24.
Yes, and I'm praying such thing for my daughter. At the age of 24, that was when I got married. And I think giving birth at the age of 30.
Why do you think 23, 24 is mature enough for marriage?
No. For my own choice, babe. When you look at it, then that girl, that lady will still be hot.
She will still be hot.
The hotness is this, yes. The hotness is the sense that you will see other guys coming your way. You just have to, like now, I'm telling my daughter, she's in school. I used to tell her, please, watch. She's 21. I say, watch. You understand me? She has introduced someone to me, but I still tell her to watch. Because you see that guy we're talking about this evening, he's a playboy. He's a playboy. And God, I'm just thanking God that girl is not my daughter. You know what? I will get Agberu. You know what they say?
Wow.
I go catch Agberu for her.
But then she's 26.
Oh,
and you said you want your child to, from 23, 24.
No, that one is not good for her.
Oh,
how will this guy be collecting money from me instead of me to be collect from him? For where now? For wait now? Meaning he can't spend for me now. By the time you settle down with such a guy, he can't spend for you. All the time we will be complaining. See that check him now, babe. A babe needs to take good care of herself. If you want your babe to come out in a charming color, you have to stand on that girl. And you know, yes, this is the girl I want to get married to. I want to settle down with. Why is it that anytime he raises the issue, one thing or the other will come up? Well, I beg, make that girl not look back. Forget and the right guy will come. But please, you should be praying.
Okay.
For the right person to come. That's my advice. Yes, right. So
thank you
all
so
mothers
much.
Need to be doing that.
All right, thank you so much. Well, I think everyone has actually marked this guy X, but then we've seen this message here. Let me just read this message. Good evening, Chichi Achalugo. My name is Princess Vivian Golden Chiamaka, texting from Igondo. Can't her go for a mature man, a man that is a bit older than her? Like if she's 28, let her go for a 30 to 35-year-old man. To me, so far as abuse is involved, is a no-no for me. In fact, okay, I'm not going to read up the second one because we will still address the second one. Ben, this your message is too long. Oh, Ben, let's be keeping it fast. Okay? Okay, let me do that.
Relationship, I would say yes. In fact, the earlier the better, because one thing about this thing is that when a lady is dating earlier, she's not under pressure to settle for whatever comes her way. She has that leverage, that time leverage to see the red flags and still walk away, knowing that she still have enough time. The challenge comes when the ladies are dating thing and it becomes like they're under pressure and they start settling for whatever they see that's even red flag, they will settle for it because they know that time is running out. One thing I encourage, especially in this day and age where there's so much information and so much access, I encourage them to even go to relationship early, in your early 20s, getting to learn, to understand the male psychology, to understand the opposite sex psychology, to just learn these things so that you understand these things before the pressure of settling down comes in. Because when that time comes, one may not really have that leverage of trying to walk away from something that is toxic. Then for this particular case, I would say the lady should I consider this guy a red flag. And the reasons are, first, domestic violence should not have any way in a relationship. Now, this is not even marriage and he's already doing that. Obviously, he's going to do that again and again and again. Secondly, the guy lacks self-control in terms of managing his finances and in terms of staying with women. They had a short break, and in that space of time, he had to look for alternative and replacement and the rest of it. That alone is a red flag. Then, for what Mama said, well, I don't subscribe to the idea of, okay, the man should take everything. I consider verbal abuse in the same WhatsApp group as domestic violence, because why I know that men can exert physical strength when it comes to abuse. Women do that a lot with their mouth. Whenever there's an abuse, whether verbal or physical, it's a toxic relationship, and everybody or anybody who is in such a relationship has the right to walk away from it. So I don't subscribe to the idea of a man should stay, because the funny thing is that most of those people that result in physical abuse, they've been in a very toxic relationship that they've been abused over time. After a while, I'm not saying all, but there's a tendency that when you ask them, sometimes they'll say they were provoked, or they responded to something. Triggers. I know sometimes it could be from past experience, it could be their own behavior, but verbal abuse is also a trigger for domestic violence, and there should not be any trigger or such. That's my take. But for the guy himself, it's a red flag. For the lady, thank God she's still 26. That's why I said it's good they get into these things early enough. She still has the time to walk away from the relationship. Why she's looking for better options, she can as well be being herself. So it's not as if she's keeping still. But for this particular guy, it's a red flag. Tomorrow we'll talk about the other guy, who I still believe is a red flag too. But for now, let's focus on this guy. Thank you very much. In my personal opinion, a woman should start dating at the time she has the most options, and that's probably around mid-20s. Because the more the options you have, the more leverage you have, the more power you have, you're in a stronger bargaining position, because that's where you get to see all these options and make the best option. The higher you go, sometimes the less the options for a woman. The higher she goes, the less the options. When she starts getting to 30 and 35, those options start dropping drastically, and that's where she may now have to start settling. But when she has enough options, she knows, okay, in my early 20s, in my mid-20s, even if this guy doesn't work before the next 2 years, I mean, people are always on her DM, people are trying to get her attention. That's the best time for her to start trying to see the best option she has. Because if she says, okay, she wants to wait till 30 and above, by that time the options will drop, and she may now want to start let's say putting extra effort rather than being the one that's attracting. She may now want to be the one to pursue, which is not really a strong position for her. So it's always best they start dating for marriage from their mid-20s. I mean, even if she's not ready at that time, if she finds the person, they can always discuss for the future. But it's best you find the person when you have that leverage of options open to you. So that's my own take on that.
Oh, options. From 30 years, your market don't they drop. Your market don't spoil. 35.
Why do we say this options thing? Like,
you're
onions
wasted
on the
good.
market. Why do we do
I
this?
tell you,
Like
when
it's
I hear
onions
these
in the market.
conversations
Like,
about
come
women,
on.
she has more options. When she's 30, she has limited options. It's giving puff. It's giving when you're 30.
At least pop off. Say when this batch finish, you go find your now onions for wheelbarrow.
Matter why I say pop. Mid-20s, early 20s, you they hot. And pop off the sweet when it hot. So by the time you are 30, 35, you don't cold. Who wants to eat cold puff? You are now heavy with too much oil. Oh my!
Like I tell my guys,
God.
I disagree with that point. Aside from meeting a woman who takes care of herself well in her 30s, let's be factual. You know what? It's a conversation for another day.
See, I'm just
It's a huge conversation for another day.
First of all, I'm actually happy that I'm born in a generation where my 30 is no longer old. Thank God, though. Because what would I have done 5-6 years ago, 10 years ago? I could have hang myself on the cross, alongside. Maybe I'll be the extreme end after Jesus. But yeah, truly, from the conversations, one-time domestic violence is a deal breaker.
For me, it is. On a personal note, it is.
One time.
On a personal note, it is.
Constant financial dependency on your girlfriend. Is that a deal breaker as well?
Me being financially dependent on her?
Let's assume your sister. I know you don't have a sister, but if your friend tells you that every time my man is always borrowing money from me, but he pays back with a little extra, but he's always borrowing money from me.
That's not a problem.
But he's always borrowing money from me.
It's still not a problem.
Really?
No,
so they had it.
When you guys do get married, as a wife, who do you want to borrow money from? You or
constantly? I feel like that's a sign of financial instability.
Okay, then you guys have a conversation about it.
What are you doing with your finances that you're always borrowing?
Have a conversation.
You're not ashamed.
See, that's a problem. A lot of women have. I'm sorry.
Wait. But you've asked me an advice that my mom gave me. And you know the advice. I've been singing it here like a canary.
Yes.
He who goes out borrowing goes out. I'm sorry without boasting. I cannot remember when last I said, I beg, borrow me 10K. I could pay you back. I know fits. I would rather deny myself of a lot of things than do that, and I would never put myself in a position to want to borrow. Okay, I have, but it was because my bank put a ban
That's a
on
whole
it,
different thing.
and I needed to make a payment for something. And as soon as I called my friend, she was like, you've never asked me for money before. That's true. I said, look, my bank put a ban. Give it 24 hours. I'll pay you back.
Normal.
And that's
understandable. I'm speaking on the notion whereby.
But you're constantly borrowing.
Then instead of ridiculing or putting the man down, why not ask him what is the issue?
that you're financially responsible.
What is the issue?
What it is your money they do, bro.
Exactly. But a lot of ladies will like, you
and guess what? In this particular situation,
broke.
they took a break for a month because he physically assaulted her.
Oh,
right?
Needed.
And when they found a way around each other again and they linked up, she went through his phone. He was also asking other women to borrow him money.
Oh no, he got.
So I'm actually trying to buttress the point that if someone can ask me for money, you can ask any other person for money. Get shame.
He's a different case.
He's a basket case.
Child.
But then do you think 26 is too young for a woman to start considering a relationship that will lead to marriage?
26? No, now. It's not too young. It's never young to consider a relationship that leads to marriage, because at the end of the day, what should be the end goal of every relationship? This is why I always ask the question, why do you want to start dating? A lot of people like, just to see how it goes. But is that the reason why they started that whole thing in the first place?
Because a couple of people did call and they said, well, though we understand that this first guy is a red flag, good and fine. But they're like, oh, why is she even considering a relationship, but she's still doing her NYSC, leave relationship matter for now. And I'm just like,
so maybe she can't do it. Maybe she know
at 26 she's already saying she's a remote tutor. She earns well. She's doing other things. She's doing NYSC. What do I want to do with myself again, not be relationship?
Right. Look, see, people like to put their own problems.
Is she mentally mature for a relationship?
No, these
we
are
would
questions.
Never know.
Exactly.
Experience will tell.
Now these are
how would you gain experience
questions.
if you were never in the dating scene?
Ma'am.
How would you talk about something if you've never experienced it? Do you understand? If this relationship doesn't work out because you're telling her, madam, this one road no day here, this road lead to persecution and crying. Tomorrow night, if she sees a guy that is showing those similar traits, she can recognize it without coming back to us to say, oh, there's a guy that is always, he's telling me he can never be alone. He does not know how to be alone. You already recognize that this is BS.
Yeah.
From the instant.
Yeah, from the get-go.
But anyway, tomorrow we'll talk about guy number 2, because there are 2 guys. She's torn between 2. This is
she's torn between 2. Wow, fantastic.
This guy number 1. Tomorrow we'll do guy number 2.
Just look at the imbalance. Woman can be torn between 2 men, but men can't torn between 2 women.
I'm in love with 2 women. I don't know which one.
It was a song that he got blasted for. Tony Tequila got blasted for that song.
But there's so many guys I love with 2 women actually, and they get to pick one. They may get small.
Guy man, leave that talk. We have done the vetting at some point.
At the end, they'll not say this one is more like a wife material. This one is a bad deal, but she's a wife material.
You get it.
It's okay. Anyway, it's Monday. Man Crush Monday.
It's Man Crush Monday. Yes, it was yesterday. Yes, indeed.
I went to church yesterday. No, be smarty. Thank you, darling. You're the best, darling.
You know, Rich, why you the frank with your face? No, you front. Why you franking your face?
My daddy did. I don't like hearing things like that. Yeah. That was the reason.
Girl, you just got some problems. I know. I
know.
But to now the show, I say, you know what? Let's do something for the fathers.
Okay.
What is one thing you wish you could tell your father right now, whether he's here or not? What would you say?
If it's here or what is that one thing I'll tell my dad?
Yeah. That your dad's not here anymore. What's one thing you wish you could tell your father? From the heart. Yeah. Away.
It's been hard without you. Yeah. My dad was
You gotta talk to him. Don't talk to me now. Talk to your pops. Talk to your pops.
It's been hard.
Yeah.
Momsy cried. She actually cried herself to, I don't know. I've never seen a woman cry herself into that kind of situation before.
Yeah.
She never remarried. She wow.
You see what I'm saying? So tonight is gonna be a heavy one. Tonight is gonna be a heavy one. I know.
I miss you.
Yeah.
I still need to complete your house.
Goals.
I'm gonna do that.
Goals.
I promised myself I'm going to do it for you. Your brother is dead. Sorry.
He knows. He see you right there. They're together.
No, they're not in the same place. You know why?
Okay.
He just smell heaven. He go.
Gabriel say, hold up, wait a minute.
So That one is not the other side.
The other
My
side.
daddy in heaven. He died, and I'm trying. I know if you were here, I would have been in America by now. But I'm getting there. I'm very close to the finish line.
That's it right there.
And your wife is in good hands. Her mouth is still very bad though.
We.
Her mouth is still very bad though. But she's in good hands. And yeah, that's the most I can divulge.
Yeah.
If I talk past like this, tears go come
Yes,
outside.
I feel you.
And yeah, that's it. That's it. I do miss my dad. Oh, yesterday in church I was like,
You saw it from the wrong angle, that's why.
no, I was either going to do that or cry.
Or cry,
So I had
exactly.
to
Yeah.
leave. And everybody was just posting. I just I know Father's Day is typically hard for me. I don't know. I just try to
understand.
skip past. My sister not posted this picture. I say, who's saying you? She not tagged me. I say, why are you tagging me?
You know, for a soft girl, you know how to mask your emotions.
I
in a very
whatever.
funny way.
My dad was 28th of December. I was 27th.
Chichi is a very soft woman.
Okay, guys.
But she can mask it there. Leave her
Let's
to
go.
for here.
Let's go. Carry code with two people and the father. I'm sorry I will not be listening today. I'm going to listen to Ekolo Mademba. So I'm going- all our social media from Lagos. And also make sure to download our app, Super FM Global. Tomorrow is another day to keep it a date with you guys. Mwah. Bye.